Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I am Sunique and I thought I'd share with you the second edition of the Old Ways Magick Oracle and compare it with the first edition because I actually received it today. I've shown a card from this deck when I did my month with the Circle of Life Tarot, and I did briefly show it there for Astara because of the Astara card in that deck. And the deck follows the Wheel of the Year. Well, the original one does anyway. I presume the second edition does too. So I thought let's look at it together. So the first edition came, you could have the option to have a bag as well for £2 extra. Right, that's a bargain, isn't it? £2. And we've got this beautiful image on the front of that bag. The second edition, again with a bag, has a different image on it, which is just as nice. And it's nice to have another version as well, so we can differentiate between the two decks. Well, for me anyway. But yeah, it's like a lovely canvas type bag. It's really nice, really tactile. So let's get the boxes out. And you can see straight away, as I get the boxes out, that they're exactly the same design. Put them on screen so you can see them, but yeah, they're exactly the same design, just one's big, that one's bigger than that one, obviously to house the extra 16 cards. But apart from that, the boxes are exactly the same. So if you've got the first edition, there'll be no surprises there. Even the little bit in the top box there is the same. You know, when you lift out the flap, this image here is the same, and it's actually the image off the front of the bag, which is nice, isn't it? From the first edition anyway. And the backs are the same as well. All the same, no difference between the boxes. So let's get the cards out and we'll have a look at them. The differences and the similarities between the two decks. So here we have our first edition, the thank you card. Well, it's a piece of paper actually, but yeah, that's the thank you. And then let's new one out. So the front of the guidebooks are exactly the same, so there's no surprises. And it's indeed the first card of the deck, isn't it? And there's the back. Again, exactly the same, and the same as the back of the box. Okay. So I'm just going to put the decks to one side actually while we look at the guidebook, because otherwise we're going to slip and slide all over the place. And we don't want that, do we? So in the original, what's brilliant about this deck is it tells us the Wheel of the Year. But there's only 7 points for some reason. Maybe one isn't there. We have a card number. We have the card name and... well, the card name actually, which you'll see in a moment. I'll just show you it. Sacred Journey. Okay, Sacred Journey doesn't have the number of the card from here on the actual card, and it doesn't have Healing Spirits for Sacred Journey. It doesn't give this very first word. And as you can see, some of these are actually goddesses, animals, like Dragons of Cornock. I like that one because Cornock is Cornwall. That's the name for Cornwall in the Cornish language. And so it's a little bit, or has been a little bit, difficult to find the card that you want. You have to sort them all out, and it's been a little bit of a challenge, shall we say, with this deck. However, I do appreciate the fact that we've got the name here. So look, we've got, say, Ellen of the Ways for Pathways. We've got the Morrigan as Battle Ready, Cailleach as Endure, and so on. Lots of goddesses there. We have an introduction, and then straight into the cards. Healing Spirits, Sacred Journey. All the way through. It's a stapled booklet. And we've got that image again from the bag and the top of the top box in the flap here on that back page. And then we have this little image here, which is absolutely beautiful. And then the website, and this is 2021. And yeah, so that's the original guidebook. So this one obviously is going to be thicker because there's more cards, 16 more cards. Yet again, it's stapled. So what do we have? Oh, there's a thank you. Exactly the same as the one in the original deck, actually. Or is it? No, it's a little bit different. The text is a bit different. It gives Naomi's website and Facebook and Insta handles. Okay. She didn't have on the original. What have we got here? Okay, so we don't have the same. So we've just got the second word here, which is the word that's on the card. So Sacred Journey, Community, Hope. There's a new card, the Spark. So for Imulk, we had Robin and Hope, but now we've got the Spark. That's interesting. Astara. We have Connected, it's the same. Beltane, the Lovers, of course, it's got to be the Lovers. Lita, we had Nurture, Ether. Here we've got Green Man and Growth. So we've changed the card for Lita. Oh, we've got Nature as well, which is an extra card. So we've got Nurture and Nature. Oh, okay, with a liminal space in between. That's interesting, isn't it? So Lunasa, which is Lammas. We had, oh, here we've got the World, and here we've got Artio and Bounty. So that's different. Samhain, Cleanse, yes, same. Your Arwen and Death, whereas here it's Contemplate. So we've had a little bit of a play around here with the cards assigned to the different parts of the wheel. And we've got Mabon. Mabon's in here. So they've introduced Mabon into the deck in the form of Bounty, which was originally Lammas or Lunasa. So yeah, that's a difference. Any other differences? Introduction, it's the same. Okay, so in this second one we haven't got Healing Spirits with Sacred Journey, we've just got Sacred Journey. So we've just got card name. Okay, so that seems to be just the differences between the two guidebooks. Okay, so shall we look at the cards? Okay, so the production quality of the cards is exactly the same as in the original deck. We've still got the same edging. They look the same size, but there's just more in this one. Okay, so look at them side by side and see if there's differences and similarities. Which looks just the same as the original. Community, same. We're numbered on the cards here, so that's brilliant. We've got numbers on the cards. Yeah, so there's the difference. Be able to actually find the cards much easier than previously. Okay, so community, protection, hope, and our first new card, which is the Spark. Oh, there's such a lot of detail in this card. The more you look, the more you see. Look, there's a woodpecker there. Looks like a fey energy there with an acorn, maybe for a cap. Oh, look, there's two fey. A snail. Oh, could get lost in these images. Right, so that was the first new card. Here we have transform, and we've actually zoomed in, haven't we? Look, this is further down the card. I don't think we've lost anything. It looks the same. Just zoomed in, so that's nice. Freedom. Gentle. Tribe. Like we've got Glastonbury at the top here, look, the tour. And look, we've got the dragon. It's like a dragon and a snake. Oh, and the horse as well. I've never actually been there. I'd like to go. This. Very feeling quite shaman feeling to this deck. I've never done an actual walkthrough of this deck, I don't think. No, I haven't. New card. So this is Rebirth, and look, we've got them waking up here. There's a little snail. There's a Owen. Yeah, there's an Owen there. Bee, badger. Oh, there's so much in this card. It's going to be so good to actually work with these, and especially the new ones. This is the card that I showed in my Circle of Life tarot video. And this is, I said it there as well, this is Men and Toll, down south, Cornwall. And there's an old custom, especially for children with rickets, that they would pass them through this round hole 3 times and then drag them through the grass 3 times, and they'd have to go round the other 2 stones, and yeah, there's a whole ritual that they did to become well. And at the time, one time that I went, I've been down there a few times, but the one time that I went down there was when I was pretty poorly myself, and so I decided that yeah, I'm going to do this. I was with a partner at the time, and yeah, I did it, and that hole isn't as big as you think. It was a bit of a struggle to get through, but yeah, I did. And yeah, do you know what? I think it worked. I do, because I'm well. And at the time I really wasn't. Anyway, that's Men and Toll. And we've zoomed in on this one, haven't we? This is a zoomed in image, but I think we've got everything. I mean, we've sort of lost the edge here. Yeah, but apart from that, I think everything's there. Okay. Renew. Of course, we have a snake. An adder, I think. Do I know my snakes? Elemental. Now, this is also in Cornwall. This is Tintagel. Can you see the dragon here? Yeah, this is Tintagel. And the sun's breaking through. So dramatic. They've got waterfalls and all sorts down there. There's Merlin's cave. Beautiful. Arthur. Statue of Arthur. Yeah, lovely. Playful. So if you think about going through the wheel of the year here, you can see that it's all waking up. Everything's waking up. Starting to play. Lovely energy. Oh, we've got a new extra card here. So this is Harmony. Beautiful. Little snail. Little ladybird. Oh, it's not going to be there for long. I think that's a blackbird, isn't it? Don't quote me, I'm not up on my blackbirds. Okay, so here we have Reflect. And this is our healing ancestors. And again, we've zoomed in here into the image. And in doing so, we've lost the horse. There. I've lost the horse's head. I think everything else is there. We have the Lovers for Beltane. There they are, in the tree. And I'm not sure what that is there. And the guidebook doesn't really go into deep explanations of any of these cards. It's for you to discover. Little squirrel. Like I say, there's lots to see once you start looking. I mean, I don't know if you can see these little faces down here. And then here we've got this standing stones. Leading into a cairn. Oh look, there's a little creature here. What looks like a creature here. Little one here. There's loads. You just start looking. It's like, oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? Okay, so Source is a new card. Isn't that beautiful? The Source, huh? Source of all life. You even got some sort of dragon energy going on here. Yeah, look, there's the dragon. Wow. And dragonfly. Look at the way this tree is bending back, almost like a figure. We've got a little nest with some robin's eggs in there. Bluebells. Oh, I could go on. I don't want to spoil it for you though. If you get this deck. Strength. What's stronger than a big oak tree, huh? I presume it's an oak tree. I don't know, might not be. Okay, new card, Leap of Faith, and we have salmon leaping upstream and a bear catching them. Oh dear. Nice, these stones. We've got this little creature here. Okay. Sovereignty. Wow. Look at the owl. Dragon, bear. There's so much strong energy here. Growth, and we have the green man. Can you see the fox? Rowan berries. There's so much here that is... this is what I'd call a home deck for me, actually. Yes, no. Because this is home. This is where I live. This is, you know, there are places in this deck that are familiar to me. You know, this symbol here, it's carved into rocks. We've seen it so many times. This one, you see it everywhere. Here we've got Sheila na gig, and Sheila na gig we see on above churches, believe it or not. And it's birthing. It's all about birthing. And here we've got some birthing energy as well. The growth. I wonder, I'm going to have a quick look at the guidebook and see if it actually references Sheila na gig. No, it doesn't. It's Letha. This strong wild woman giving birth in nature. She nurtures the sprouting seed from the mighty oak. Mother of all the ancestors, deliverer of new life and holder of ancient secrets. So no, it doesn't actually mention Sheila na gig. And like I say, I mean, it's up to us to do further research if it's something that's interesting. So this is another new card. This is Liminal. All these animals here, and a swan, everything here. So this is where that nurture nature thing comes in, isn't it? There we go. Isn't that the Empress and the Emperor? That's the Empress and the Emperor, isn't it? And then we have a liminal space. How cool is that? So we've got like the sun energy here for the Emperor and the moon energy here for the Empress. Definitely. That's how it's speaking to me. Let's put them in the right order. And they're onto ground. Lots of oaks and acorns in this deck. We've zoomed in again and we've lost the stag's head this time. So it seems that it's the left-hand side of the card that is suffering from the new version. That's where we're losing details. Wild Mage. Now, although in the guidebook this calls the Wild Mage Muradin, Myrdin, I don't know how you pronounce that. Muradin? I see this as Odin, and perhaps it's the same energy, I haven't researched that. But we've got the two ravens here that you'd associate with Odin, and this figure has one eye missing, again, Odin, and runes. That's a bind rune, and there's runes, yeah, there's runes around the edge here. So for me, this is Odin. Wild Mage. A wise one, huh? Wisdom. Looks the same. Don't really see anything different there. And knowledge with a murder of crows. We have farsight. Some more bird energy. The world. And our next new card is the Cauldron. So that's got to be Cerridwen. Let me check. That's shouting Cerridwen to me. It's called the Cauldron. Welsh triple goddess Cerridwen. Doesn't really give much about Cerridwen. There's a whole story, isn't there, behind that archetype? Fierce. Pathways. Almost looks like a portal, doesn't it? I don't think that's been zoomed in at all. Or this one, heart. So we've got another new card, and this is offerings. So this is underwater. There's some koi. And look, there's sort of a necklace there with a rune on it. A frog. There's some sort of underwater elemental. Maybe a nymph. I don't know. Bounty. Illuminate. So this again is a goddess. This is, I can never say this name, Arianrod. I've never been able to pronounce this. Arianrod. Arianrod. I don't know. Got to talk. We have clarity with the fox. The depths, very watery energy. Again, looks no different to the first edition. And we have another extra card, which is Wild Voices. Again, a lot of bird energy. Is it full talk? A little ladybird down there, I think. A snail. Oh, so much. We have another new card. This is Retribution. So this is Kali. This is Kali Ma. With all the skulls. Yeah, it's definitely Kali. Known by other names as well, but yeah. Cleanse. Now, although it doesn't reference this in the guidebook, this waterfall here looks very much to me like St Nectan's Glen. Definitely looks like St Nectan's Glen. It used to be free to go there. It's just outside Tintagel Boss. It was between Tintagel and Boscastle. If you want to find it, it's a bit of a trek. You need your hiking boots. But yeah, it used to be free. And then somebody bought it. Can you believe that? Buy it, yes. And they charge now for you to actually visit, which is a shame. But up there as well, there's I don't know if it's, well, I presume it's still there, a hermit's building. Maybe if I get a chance this year, I will go up and film it and show you. But yeah. And well, the last time I went up, because as I say, it was free, I actually spent a little bit of time in that building, and it's got such an energy. And I wonder if this here is the actual hermit. Could be. Anyway, we've zoomed in on this image from here to here. Lost a tiny bit of that there, but nothing to worry about, I don't think. Battle ready. Oof. So this is the Morrigan, isn't it? The owls. Endure. So this is the Cailleach. I would love that Cailleach deck. I don't know who's done it. I am following it, but the original Cailleach deck is out of print, but there is talk of reprinting, and if they do, it's on my wish list. It's definitely on my wish list to work with that energy. Wow. So this is a new card, Omen. This is a Banshee. Crying over the dead. Here we've got a pool of, or a river of blood. Oh, let's turn that over so we're not distracted. That's such a strong energy. Such a strong energy. Look at this. It's almost made a scar on their face, the grief. We've got a figure here pouring water into the land. Oh, stunning. And then, of course, we have death. So, again, we're going round this wheel of the year, aren't we? That looks pretty much the same. And, of course, with death comes grief. And we've zoomed in again, so we've lost part of the treasure chest. No one's immune from grief or death. I think we've lost part of this image as well. Yeah, we have. New card is Contemplate. That's full of imagery. Oh look, there's a dragon. So every time you look at these cards, you see something else. We've got the rabbit, we've got a little... What is this? It's like got a shell on its back, but it looks like a child. Oh, we've got what looks like a human with a fox head. Fae. Oh, there's so much to look, so much to see. Yeah, snail. There's loads of things. Oh, okay. And then we come to our journey's end on the wheel of the year. Here. And here's the green man again. Oh, isn't that... It's just a magnificent deck. Magnificent deck. I've seen, going through, a couple of cards where the tones seem to have changed in the colour. But not a great deal. I don't think it's anything too noticeable. Just a little bit of an enhancement, I think. And let's see... There was one card that was quite noticeable, but that was about the only one. Yeah, I think it was Fierce, actually. I think it was the Fierce card where I noticed it. Yeah. It's quite subtle, but there is a little bit of a difference in tone. But as I say, it's nothing drastic. You probably can't even see it on camera. But yeah, just a tiny little bit of a tonal difference in some of the cards. Anyway, that has been the differences and the similarities between the first and second edition of the Old Ways Magick Oracle. I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I have. Until the next video, bye friends, bye.